This was our 12th day in Bali and we had a full day planned, so we loaded ourselves up with the buffet breakfast at the hotel and headed out. And this is me tying up my swollen knee to brace for the day's activity. We reached the beach where we were supposed to do our water activities and got ready. We just saw a company on at the beach and decided to go with them. They supplied the rasher vests and the life vests, and we got ready with the sunscreen. The first activity that we did was parasailing. Me and Shanze got on together. You could go 2 people at a time, so we decided that we'd go together, and we did. It was really nice actually. It wasn't scary at all. We've done parasailing previously, me and the husband, and it was much faster. This one wasn't too high and it wasn't too fast. So once you went up in the air, you just felt like you were floating in the breeze. It was good enough for the kids. And then Hamad and Alia went together. Alia was also initially a little bit apprehensive, but then eventually she calmed down and had a lot of fun. And then this is Hamad and Alia coming down, all nice and happy. They really enjoyed their ride. Once we were done with our parasailing, it was time for our next activity. For our next water sport, we chose deep sea walking. This is honestly such a good activity for anyone who does not know how to swim or is a beginner. This is much easier than snorkeling. It was so beautiful. The girls went in with us as well. You can see they put on these helmets on your head which are really heavy, but once they're underwater you don't feel too much of the weight, and oxygen is supplied to you via a tank on the boat, and you breathe normally. You can even talk inside the helmet, although no one will hear you. When I came out, my hair was not even wet. It was so good. Alia did get a little bit apprehensive and scared, so she went back up. We had 2 guides with us. One was taking the photos and videos, the other was there to guide us, and it was an amazing experience feeding the fish, walking amongst them, and just looking at all their colors. Shanze loved it. I always tell her that if she enjoys dress designing, she should always get inspiration from nature, and she came up and she told me that she saw so many beautiful fishes and she got so much inspiration. I loved hearing that, and it was such a beautiful adventure that we had together. We then came back up. They had put up a little swing on the boat, so I thought, why not swing over the ocean, because that's a fun activity. And that's us heading on to our next activity. We basically went back to shore so that we could go on for our next activity. For our final activity, we chose this donut roulette. This was so much fun because it was really fast. They tied basically this floating donut kind of thingy to a speedboat and they just dragged us. It was so cool. You'd be bumping in the air, and watch in the video below how Shanza totally flipped over. I was so scared for her, but she was perfectly fine. It was such a fun ride. The 3 activities cost us 3 million Indonesian rupees. They started with 7 million, but we had to bargain a little bit and they came down to 3. Plus we had to pay 400 extra for photos and videos. By this time we were all really tired and had no energy, so we just went for lunch to a place close to our hotel. This had really yummy food, and then we went back to our hotel to chill out for the rest of the day. This is me icing my leg because I was in a ton of pain, and we weren't done. We have more activities tomorrow.